Well, some neighbors in Ventana Ranch are outraged over damage to their homes.
And they blame construction that included dynamite. Now our Target 7 team is looking into those claims.
Construction blasting.
2, 1, fire in the hole.
Crews say it's needed for this latest project in Ventana Ranch. Come next year, Bedrock will be the newest community on Albuquerque's west side. 202 townhomes and 142 single-family homes.
These are areas that have been blasted and hasn't been dug out yet.
John White is a project manager in charge of blasting this area.
We put the dynamite in those holes.
White says blasting is the best way to level the ground and add utility lines, especially in volcanic rocks.
The cost for doing this is 2 or 3 times more than the cost for blasting. And if we had to do this entire site, it would take forever.
The blasting involves drilling holes, filling them with explosives, covering them with these mats, and then setting them off. But nearby neighbors say they're fed up.
The construction, the noise, the dirt.
The site's just a street away from Chris Jester.
It's like a mini earthquake. Every time it happens, it's a mini earthquake because it shakes the ground and shakes the house. It'll rattle stuff off the walls.
But that's not all.
That's the window right up there. And it's from the bottom corner up towards the top.
And what do you think caused that crack?
The vibrations, the blasting, definitely the blasting.
Even his dogs are stressed out.
This is Lacey. She's the one that's affected the most.
John Lanza also lives nearby. His concern, damage on the outside of his home, particularly his foundation and this wall.
This is the wall I'm concerned about. If I shake it, it's gonna knock that little turtle there back and forth.
Something he says hasn't happened since crews started working across the street.
It's a big gap, just like the other place, that goes right in between here. It used to be solid. Now it's coming apart.
So this is one of the visible cracks that I'm seeing along the trail. More visible now than ever before.
Another neighbor who wanted to remain anonymous seeing a new site on her daily walks. These cracks along the wall to Ventana West.
In the 18 years that we've lived here, I've just noticed more of this damage more and more as the blasting has been happening.
We brought up these concerns to the project manager.
You haven't seen anything thus far that leads you to believe that the blasting has caused any damage, correct?
No.
White says blasting is a pretty common method for construction crews. He's been doing it for 27 years, making sure to send notices out, including those in Ventana Ranch.
They all received a notice.
Gotcha.
I go around to every door and hang a notice on their door and actually secure it to their doorknob so it won't come loose.
Like this flyer, he says was given to those who lived within 500 feet of the blasting site, even offering free pre-blast inspections.
A pre-blast, pre-construction survey done of their house. And we can't make people do that. We have to have their permission to do it, but we pay for it. We provide it free to them.
And what can homeowners do?
The people who are affected can file a civil lawsuit in court against the people who are doing the blasting.
KOAT legal expert John Day said proof will be key.
Are there videos of the blasting taking place? Are there witnesses? Are there experts who can testify to this? Those are the things you need in court, but it's certainly provable.
They said it's between you and the insurance company for now. Later on it could be them, or later on it could be the construction company approved by the city of Albuquerque.
Blast or no blast. For Target 7.
Well, construction officials tell us they plan to hold a meeting in the next couple of weeks for any neighbors concerned about the blasting. And hey, as a reminder, if you have tips, call the Target 7 tip line at 505-884-6347 or email newstips@koat.com.